cost-effective item, get a blink later on. Here, this is like a kind of similar draft to last game for NA, where it's very
north behind the tower now. Looks to make his way all the way around the tower, and it might just be good unless... Okay, now he's going to put himself... Yeah, okay, he thought there was some way to make that one through, but not able to do so. He will get corralled into a corner, and First Blood goes the way of Hani.
Okay.
And another one coming in, Invis, but oh no, the raise misses. He doesn't have enough mana for the mid-range raise, so he actually completely misses out on that kill. Now got to be locked inside the cogs, but Miracle will gladly fight that one out. Telekinesis over the side, and a long-range raise comes in time. This time, Miracle finds the kill. Mind control, he's done so. Every single time Cinderen's been spotted.
Come in and found Hani once again. You're going to put some pressure onto him.
We've got GH here with the Costa Finale pop going down. They are going to be able to pick up this kill, and without a support, Era can't really fight Mind Control.
Towards the mid lane. Miracle wasn't anywhere to be seen anyway, so.
Cinderen, you sneaky bugger, look at you. Hits around Matu, manages to catch him with the Cogs, and is going to be pushed out of said Cogs. Cogs do get a little bit more damage onto Matu, and it looks like they've got him dead. Managed to pick up with the battery assault where he left off, so. Nice rotation from Cinderen, despite all those mid-rotations. One thanks to the Dire Scan. He's going to try and wrap into the Shrine area to catch Miracle here. Now, it is going to be a little bit of tough, and that's why he needs another TP in. They're going to have the Sunstrike on top of the Battery Assault, and Miracle is down. I'm not sure about that.
I'm sure he dies to that. Top lane Era.
He's got the wand. He's got the Burrow Strike. He's got him.
Yeah.
That is a
now
big kill.
The escape isn't really there. Cinderen would love this kill.
Him lower, but he is going to receive a heal now. Trixie, low on mana, is going to bring Mind Control a little bit lower, but not low enough to go for the kill. Instead, they're going to pick up GH. Era's managed to lock him down, and they will throw out the Remnant. GH definitely dodges it, but there's only so much you can do on that slow. Oh, the Hani actually stops the disruption there. But the silence was forced on Hani. Instead, they are going to be able to hit the hook shot. Cinderen separates Matu from the rest of his team. They're going to be able to lock him down. Again, with the Sunstrike, they make quick work of whatever heroes inside those cogs. Mind Control is going to be next up. Burrows his way deep into the trees and will manage to get that TP. Nicely played. Made principles of Liquid how to be able to buy space for each other. Nip are going to be able to set up a Sunstrike here on a GH. Quickly right-click him down. Liquid thought they were going to have an opportunity for aggression with that invis, but it went against them rather starkly. A little bit of presence, just keeping this push back, and if Nip commits serious resources to killing him, GH I'm sure won't be too sad. Actually doesn't manage to get the Shikuchi. I think Trixie planning around that one throws out the Swarm. Is one of the plays that Weaver's going to have to do quite a bit here against this Rubik, prevent the steal of Shikuchi. Well, it does seem like maybe Nip have made this read. Nice. They're going to be able to get the disruption, slow him down. The Sunstrike actually misses, but they will still easily kill Miracle with the help of the Soul Catcher. Liquid are trying to
knock it off the best chaotic offering in a fight.
Trixie, hook shot, there it is. They're going to go straight for GH. Mind Control does manage to stop some of that damage. Faked out. Kuro actually holding on to the chaotic offering, seeing that GH was definitely dead and is going to wait for a better opportunity. Maybe Trixie here with the silence up. Another stun. Now he's going to drop the chaotic offering. Cinderen comes in, but now the ultimate goes out for Miracle. Era gets bounced back just like that, and Matu actually survives through all of that. Hani is going to be the extra cleanup here. Sunstrike. Oh, he tried to have a guess at where Matu was at invis, but doesn't quite hit him. Koifa not able to get... Talked about last game, right? That first Aegis could be used as leverage to take the tier 2s. Bottom lane, they're going to go for GH. GH gets chained up, unable to steal the Remnant. Won't have an escape mechanism there.
It's a bit of a dangerous place to be. You don't want to send your Shadow Fiend or Drow down there. All right, let's send the Rubik, and it's unfortunate that Nip are prioritizing killing him as much as they are, but it's not the biggest loss for Liquid at the same time.
Bro's a little bit bigger of a kill with the Hand of Midas. He's got a little bit more network to work with, but he can't finish him off. Now the silence on Trixie. Matu turns the whole thing around with the help of Mind Control.
Asserting their dominance over with or without that tower taken, and Hani now in deep as a Blink Dagger will get found.
He picked up here. Mind Control pops a Sandstorm, stopping any disruption. Turns around, tries to get whatever damage. Oh, he actually has him. Oh, the power of Shadow Demon, man.
Wow. Okay.
What is supposed to be ahead, and I don't think they're getting far enough ahead as they feel like they should. Only 4K gold and about 3,000 experience at this point. Trixie coming in with a double damage, trying to threaten mind control. Another Sunstrike is going to be off point. No, Trixie commits, but can't quite finish him off. Now Era's going to make some commitment of his own, but he's beaten back by Miracle, now stunned up, and he may lose his life. It cost mind control his own, but that's okay. The Ember Spirit was well worth it. Cinderace comes in, hits the hook shot onto the friendly creep, but does manage to close the distance with Miracle, hoping to be able to lock him down with the Meteor. They've got him down. That is big. Nip actually buying back now as Era sees the opportunity, and it's a big one too. They can get Matu here as well. The Sunstrike, this time it'll be on point. Koifa picks up the triple kill and a bye. It looks like Liquid will be giving it up. As you said, waiting on those BKBs. They all have queued up in their quick buys.
I mean, they've got the rock, but I don't think that necessarily is enough to fight with. And speaking of which, Kuro is found. 40 seconds without Warlock means GH wants the Courier.
Takeoff turns into tier 2. He's got it. Moving forward. And he does. Nice pickup. Unfortunately, no items on it. Still, to keep Nip wary of that. Oh, nice catch up. Disruption right before the TP cancel out. Miracle will be ripped apart by his own illusions.
They've reached a peak now. The BKBs aren't up just yet. They've gotten Aegis. There's no point giving Liquid the time and space to finish the BKB on Shadow Fiend if you can push now.
Silenced onto Trixie, but they are going to be able to get the Cinder and hook in with double inside the cogs. If Barrett can actually get inside there, they can lay out some big time damage. The BKB is activated, and now they have the epicenter counter. Cinder tries to make his way back, but is going to be caught by GH into a Burrow Strike. That'll be one kill, but Era actually turns back in, tries to go for Miracle, but now he's been silenced up, and he's going to be losing that Aegis unless the disruption save from Hani can buy him some time. Koifa comes in. Nice Ice Wall there, holding Miracle in place. Era will finally lose his Aegis, but that's okay. They got one big core out of Liquid, it seems. By Liquid, they know how important this shrine is above all else to be able to control that Roshan pit. Can't afford to give up another Aegis. Trixie, it looks like he got caught though. Mind Control and Matu. Maybe it was with the gem of Mind
Tower at bottom lane, so they are a bit more limited in their options as far as Liquid go.
Tactical starts coming forward. They do have the Remnant. They are hoping to be able to jump something, but it's an illusion. They jump instead. Now Cinderace managed to get the hook and a Force Staff away. Still eliminated, though, by Miracle's physical damage. Miracle has to make his way out of this one, though. It's going to pop the ultimate towards the end of his BKB, but on the left-hand side, Mind Control's been caught by Era and Koifa. Now Matu, slowed down by the Purge of Trixie, is going to force into a BKB of his own. Very rapidly, this defensive power of Liquid is dwindling. Matu, he actually managed to get the TP out, but Miracle won't be as lucky. He gets a disruption out from Hani, and the team is just going to Lamb Blast him. With all that damage, they're going to be able to pull him down to his death. And GH very likely to fall into the grave as well, as Hani and Era manage to snatch him out near the Ancients. 3 down, all in exchange. Up, they almost run into Koifa. They actually Burrow Strike forward. I think his smoke popped, so he wanted to move forward, but now Nipsey everything, and Mind Control's the one in trouble. Force Staff's away, but a nice hook shot. Cinderace catches 2, but can't get the cogs off and just gets eliminated. GH manages to get the quick Burrow Strike. Mind Control leading Era on a merry chase here with his Force Staff will finally be brought down. Crow tried to come in and give him a heal, but now he's in the wrong position against Koifa and Trixie. He will be duoed up. They actually have the vision of Miracle. He's going to be forced to pop his BKB, try and TP out. He is good. Is Matu going to be able to get away as well? BKB, TP out, no disables, just physical damage, which was still almost enough.
Mentioned just slow sieging things here. Another Forward Spirit coming in, couple right clicks with an Alacrity, resummon them and just rinse repeat. Slow and steady. Power goes down.
2-man smoke on the side is
not even onto the buildings necessarily. Even just starting and forcing a fight with a hook shot. Maybe something they just have to do at some point. But now they're just trying to slow siege using disruption illusions.
Trixie gets a little bit more aggressive with the Alacrity, will finish off that range Rax, but it is just a range Rax. Liquid won't be too scared of that. It's the melee Rax. That is the prize then. Sieging bit by bit is not going to be good enough against that regen, so we'll see if they make the concerted effort here as the push comes forward. The disruption Even backdoor protection still up. Matu will take a decent amount of damage, down to half health now as Trixie comes forward, pops his BKB, threatening Matu's life, but he does get a 4-step back. Now with Matu healing, Nip can get some more damage.
And they're struggling to get this racked. I mean, they're still in a fine position, don't get me wrong, but Liquid are making them work for it, showing some world-class high ground defense with the SF illusions.
Oh, that's definitely a big one.
Not putting onto the racks, they will get taken out. Just zoning the SF out, knowing that this will free up the space.
Oh, there it is, the Epi initiation. Epi onto Koifa, but the Lincolns managed to protect him for the Burrow Strike, so there wasn't any real good hold. They finally get a Yule Scepter onto Koifa, but he managed to get down to way with a Ghost Walk. Oh, Cinderin! He was halfway through the hookshot animation to be able to get away from this one. Mind Control's been stunned up, does get out another stun, but Koifa blocks it again with the Lincolns, and now they've got a disruption onto a Draw Ranger with Miracle slowed down on the side. This is rapidly turning disastrous for Liquid as they come out immediately get rebuffed. They just get taken out like that with a Meteor combination. They lose Matu. They get a drop GH as well. Miracle's left alone now to defend against Nip unless they want to buy back on Matu. Uro still having that chaotic offering, but it seems like they'll give up the melee racks and try and keep these buybacks intact. Get your back up, but all during that 30 seconds, Nip can take a lot.
Even with the buyback, they still want to take this racks in mid lane. They've taken at least the tower, and with the Alacrity Invoker, they can take more.
Miracle comes forward, now the chaotic offering. They look to blow up Koifa, they've got him dead. 90 seconds down. But Nip have bought everything they needed with that Aegis push. They forced a buyback.
A buys back, that could be a really tough one. Potentially, Nip can even hold this without the buyback. That's really the ideal scenario for them. They just want to keep doing that cogs on the high ground. Eric can try and keep spamming it out. It's very difficult to force high ground, even with Invoker dead.
Physical damage is still pretty formidable for Liquid. It's speed to tier 3 is beginning to drop. 30 seconds left for Koifa's Invoker. Nip, are they going to give in to this pressure? Now Hani, going to be caught. They're going to be able to get the Burrow Strike onto him, try and activate it, but it's not enough to save him. But Cinderin managed to get the hook shot onto 2, locking them in, but they both get a 4-staff outside of the cogs. BKB activated, but Miracle can't make his way out like Matu can. He's too low HP, so he turns around, tries to go for the ultimate. Tornado! Oh!
It feels like they've just been unable to really do lot. Quick's just been quietly farming his way to level 25, 6-slot Invoker, but now we're looking at potential SF buyback. They're going to be on the ropes themselves with an SF buyback, but at least a kill on Quick that could set them up for success.
First staff over the cogs, then a push back. Now Era actually commits here forward with the BKB. Double Remnant use. Kuro, he's going to be caught inside the shrine. He's taken apart. Cinderin, similar story here. He has the Ghost Scepter to fall back on. Disruption, hook, but he hooks into his own illusions. Won't be able to make it out. Mind Control gets taken out though. Trixie's up next with the silence. Not able to do enough though. Matu can't output the damage. They're trying to hold on to this buyback of Miracles and use Mind Controls instead, missing out on the stun on Trixie. Now Matu in serious trouble. Gets silence up, push back. The combination is there, but a disruption save from GH is not going to be enough. A tornado catches Matu on the way out. Trixie will help clean it up. Now they're left with no buyback. Now closed. They're going to come back with the SF, but they will still have to fight this one at bare minimum. 4 versus 4. Jump in, epicenter combination. It pulls out Trixie. They do manage to hold at least one telekinesis forward. They go for Invoker. He gets a Yule Scepter, manages to get away with a Ghost Walk, it looks like. Nip are still going to pursue, but it seems like he is too far away. Yeah, missing out on the Burrow Strike, turnaround, Scythe, and a Tornado Strike? No, Mind Control's not that low.
Yeah, he had the Lincolns here anyways for the Burrow Strike was close, but then I'm like, alright, Dexy, that wouldn't have mattered too much, but this is... well,
where the former Dire Shrine was, and it's Liquid who are going to now take the low ground with their smoke out. They run into Hani. He managed to get the initiation there, but it's just a support. They can bring him down. Almost. No one gets a 4-staff to the high ground. Cinderin pops the Ghost Scepter, and their initiation from Liquid doesn't actually catch anything. Now Mind Control stuck out on the high ground. He's done for. Era comes in big, gets a lot of damage onto Matu, tries to go for a desperate TP out, but doesn't actually make it. With this high ground advantage, Liquid can't output any damage. Kuro, he gets a 4-staff to the high ground, quickly followed up by Trixie, takes him down. Triple kill for the Trixie.
Yeah, they're going straight for the racks. They'll even fight their way through backdoor protection if they have to, and well, it's not even activated as... not sure what creeps from the base, but hey. At this point, I don't think it really matters, as Nip will, in theory, secure themselves this Game 2 victory. It's not quite over just mid lane, but drone play is going to be the end of Liquid if they don't come back to defend.
The stolen disruption from GH will give a lot more credibility to this push, as backdoor protection is down from a single range creep and siege creep, but tier 4 is already dead, and these heroes are being threatened now by Miracle. He knows the end game is nigh. And Throne is going to fall. That's it. GG is called. Liquid lose game number 2. Ninjas Pyjamas tie the series up, and we're going to go to our first game 3 in the DAC European qualifiers.
Yeah, that was a very solid game 2 showing from